Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Christy and I'm a reseller on multiple different platforms. I have a little bit of a different setup this morning. Excuse just the realness of life in the background, but I did put on a community tab, or not community tab, like a little poll, and I asked you guys what you wanted to see and what sold for me in a week. But I have not had time to sit down and film one of those videos, so I was like, you know what, I need to get my shipping done this morning. It's Monday, and I'm gonna sit down and try to film a ship with me video, which I haven't done in a really long time just because my setup isn't the greatest, as you can kind of see. But I hope that this is still beneficial to you. I hope that you still enjoy the video, just kind of seeing what I'm shipping out this morning. Have a pretty good bit of sales, and I'm actually on a time crunch. I want to have this filmed in the next 40 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and try to go ahead and hop right in so that we can get our shipping done. I had sales on Poshmark, Mercari, and eBay. And then as I go along, I'll kind of give you updates about my business, what I've been doing differently to generate sales. So let's go ahead and hop right in. Okay, so I actually pulled it back just a little bit. My head's still kind of cut off, but it's just, we're working with it. So I'm gonna start off with eBay sales, which I'm not gonna really package right now because I do calculated shipping. So I'll show you how I kind of wrap them to prepare for the shipping process. But anyway, first sale that we had, this one was actually this morning. This is a pair of Ralph Lauren men's shorts. They're a really cool, like, floral print, as you can see. And it's actually just polo Ralph Lauren. And it's going to be backwards because I have my camera front facing. But these were linen blend. I got these from the bins actually pretty recently, and they sold for $28. So I've actually been running a sale on my eBay store like all through last week of 20% off. I just made a coupon, and that was on my storefront for a week, and it just helped to generate some sales because my eBay was being very slow for some reason. So yeah, that has definitely helped my eBay store just to kind of wake up, so to speak, this week. So definitely recommend that. Just maybe having a sale on eBay. So I like to wrap any of my orders that I have to weigh. I just wrap them in plastic, and not this heavy or paper, just because it does add some weight to it. Let me find my stickers. There they are. But yeah, been running a lot of sales, and that's kind of the theme of my business lately. Not because sales are bad, just I've realized that having sales does help generate more sales when you have sales, because people are looking for a deal right now. So this is ready to go. This will probably just be shipped in a mailer that looks like this, and I will do that off camera. All right, so the next sale, still doing eBay, let me put that right here, was also a bins find, like a recent bins find. This was actually in one of my, what's it called, hauls. So this is a very like art to wear long sleeve tunic. It has like a little turtleneck to it, and this is the brand Snowskins, S-N-O-S-K-I-N-S. I think I just spelled that right. And this was just a really cool piece. I had to pick it up, and it feels really nice. I did some research on it. Come to find out, it's a very decent brand. So if you ever come across this brand, and if it's something kind of like far out like this, I would definitely pick it up. It sold for $26 within 2 months. So this is definitely a brand to be on the lookout for, and I'm doing a terrible job folding it. In the listing, I put things like art to wear, artsy. That was like the keywords that I used. I was gonna say lag and look, but I'm pretty sure I did not put lag and look in this listing. But artsy, art to wear. But yeah, thankful that I have been getting some eBay sales, because again, eBay was being really slow. It just died on me for like a week. So I decided to do a sale, and I'm thankful that I did. Okay, so the next sale, really exciting sale. Just because this is such a recent pickup, like such a recent listing. This is a beautiful button-down cardigan. It has like this pearl detail across the chest area, and that goes to the back. And it is a wool blend, and it is by St. John. So this is a really good brand to look out for. And I would say, like, not everything, I believe, is like a winner. But for me personally, I'll pick up anything St. John if it's in good condition, just because I know it'll eventually sell. But this sold exceptionally well, exceptionally quickly. And this is the St. John Evening. So if you see the St. John Evening, I would definitely pick that up. And this did sell for $68 on eBay, which was awesome. I believe I paid like $4.99 for this. So great profit on this one. It is kind of like linty, so I'm just going over it with a lint roller here. But yeah, business has been pretty good. I have been, which I had wanted to do like an update video on how things have been lately. I just have not had time. Things have been pretty busy. But I guess I can go ahead and just update on this one, you know, if you're wondering. I have been trying for the past, I would say, probably 3 months at this point, to be more consistent in listing, and that has proven to be very beneficial. So used to, I would, you know, go sourcing and just mess that all up. I would go sourcing, and then I would just list those things whenever I could get to it. You know, listing was not really a priority. It was, but it wasn't. I would sit down and just like throw out like 10 listings, and then not list for like a whole week. And I was being very inconsistent with things. And I believe, even though I was still getting sales, I mean, y'all saw my videos, I just felt very inconsistent in my business. So I prayed about it. I asked the Lord, you know, like what he wanted me to do differently with my business, you know, just to be more consistent. And, you know, it came to me to start listing Monday through Friday, and at least put out 5 listings a day. And when I thought about it, I'm like, you know what, that is actually very doable. That's not something that feels like unmanageable. So I started doing that about 3 months ago at this point, and it has proven to be very beneficial for my business. Now I do have to source more, but sorry, my shirt is like trying to hug my back side here. But I have been going to different places other than just regular Goodwill. I found a thrift store close to my house that has really good deals. They have sales, and I have been going there to source. And I've also been going to the bins more often, as you guys have seen in my recent haul videos. So, you know, I've just been trying to go sourcing as much as I can, and yeah, it's proven to be good. Okay, so moving on to the Poshmark sale. Please ignore this. For some reason, this just kind of like broke out on my neck. I have a really sensitive skin, so something probably touched me and my skin did not agree with it. So please ignore that. But moving on to Poshmark. Poshmark has been very finicky. Like, I feel like everything would be going well, you know, and sales would be coming in, and then all of a sudden, like, things just drop. And I know I'm not the only one that says that, but I went like 5 days without a sale, which was just weird because I was still listing consistently. That's why I just feel like sometimes the algorithm just kind of fails or something. I'm not really sure. But what I do on Poshmark to generate sales, and I've been doing this for about 3 months now, is I run sales every weekend. So on Friday, I run a 30% off sale, and then on Sunday I run a 40% off sale. So that always generates sales, and it's definitely helpful to run those sales so that I'm able to make sales, especially like this past week, because I did not have any sales for 5 days. And as soon as I started sending out these really hefty offers and people started buying, I was able to make some sales. But anyway, go ahead and jump into Poshmark. They're not the craziest sales, but I'll take them. So the first sale is these pair of Circus by Sam Edelman, just medallion type sandals. These are so popular, or they used to be. I'm not sure if they're going to be popular this summer, but I actually have a pair on right now. Not this color, but brown. So I like these as well, and it's the same brand. But these sold for $17. I paid $1 for these, a little over $1 at the bins, like recently. After cost of goods and everything, I made after fees, excuse me, I made $11.58, and then you would subtract the $1. So I will definitely take that for like a pair of sandals, like flip-flops basically. And with my Poshmark sales, I do wrap them in this heavier paper, and I've been using this for years. Circus by Sam Edelman is not a brand that I would pick up in regular Goodwill. But when I saw these at the bins and it was like a cute style, that's why I picked them up. Now, if it was the regular line, which is Sam Edelman, because Circus by Sam Edelman is the diffusion line. If it was the regular one, possibly, depending on the style, depending on if it was leather. If it's like a leather upper and a nice style, I would probably pick it up. But yeah, again, these sold for $17. Definitely will take that with my very low cost of goods. Okay, so the next sale, another kind of like lower sale, is this pair of little donkey pants. So I found these again at the bins. A lot of this stuff is probably going to be bins finds because I have listed a lot of bins stuff lately. But this brand here, Little Donkey Andy, that's what it looks like. These are a pair of like cargo pants for men. I had uploaded the haul video and somebody had said that this brand was really great and this was a great find. These do have like a marking on them. It's like, it almost looks like grease, as you can see that. So definitely had to put that in the listing, but also I had listed these kind of high, like 35. But then I received an offer, Saturday of $10. And at first I kind of laughed, but then I was like, you know what? Let me just double check the comps on these because I had not had any attention on them, like at all, except for this individual. So I started running some comps on them and the comps were not good. There was a lot that had sold for $10. There was some that had sold for $15. So I countered at 20 and I waited a while and they never did anything. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to see if I can match that last offer, because there's an option now on Poshmark where you can counter, but as long as they don't decline, you can go back in a couple of hours if they have not moved, and you could just match their last offer. So that's what I did. Of the $10, I decided to go ahead and take it because I'm like, I really don't want to sit on these. I saw that on the other platforms, there really wasn't much of attention on them, and the comps were not great. So I decided to take the $10 offer, and they sold for $10. After fees, I made $7.05. Then you would subtract the $1 that I paid for them. Also, on these Tyvek envelopes that I use, I will put a, it's like the priority mail strip. It looks like a sticker, and it just helps to seal things. So I will put that on before I ship these out today. I just forgot to bring them in here, or I would show you what I'm talking about. But they literally just look like a strip, and it says priority mail. And I use it just to make sure that this seal is sealed well, because like if you can see, it doesn't seal that well in some places. Okay, so another low dollar sale, but I was glad to see these go because I've had this listed for a really long time, and it's turned inside outward for some reason. That's kind of strange. Let me just get this the right way. It's really a cute dress. Has this cute bow in the back. It is a sheath style, stretchy, like slinky material, and it's from the brand Incline, which this is not a brand that I pick up. But this was given to me from my mother-in-law probably about 2 years ago. Because if you watch me for a while, you would know that my mother-in-law gives me inventory every now and again. And so I received a bunch of dresses from her. I think it was sometime last year, actually, not 2 years ago. And this one does have some flaws on it. On the white part, it just looks like some makeup got smeared on it or something. And I did do some stain treatment, and a lot of it did come out, but it's still kind of there. So it just probably could have got about $25 for this if it was flawless, but it sold for $18, zero cost of goods. And after fees and everything, I made $14.40. So we'll definitely take that because I've had this listed for quite some time. The items that's been selling a lot for me lately is dresses. So if you have any dresses like unlisted, I would definitely get those listed. It is just definitely the season for people to be buying dresses. Okay, so this is another sale. This is not from the Ben's haul from Brunswick, but this is from the regular Goodwill that I went to in Brunswick. You guys probably saw this in my haul video. This is a Coogee polo shirt. Really cool find. It does have some slight bit of fading, which I believe I mentioned, but it has a really cool crest on the front. So I had this listed pretty high at first, but after doing like comps and everything, I realized it was not going to sell for like $100 like I thought it would. So I had this listed, I think, I can't even remember now, y'all, but it ended up being part of the 40% off sale that I ran yesterday on Sunday, which a lot of times if things are, I want more than 40% off, I will just, I go through my listings because I don't have a bunch of listings. I know some people have like thousands of listings, and that wouldn't even be doable, but I have close to 300 listings right now. So it's easy for me to kind of filter through and make sure that each item is, I'm wanting to let them go for that. But yeah, I saw this one. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and let it be part of that deal. And I sent that 40% off deal, and they accepted. So this sold for $33. And after fees, I made $26.40, and I paid $5 for this. So really cool piece. It would be awesome if I found a Kuji sweater. That would be great. But I'm actually seeing that there is a flaw on here that I was not aware of. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this aside and see if I mention that in the listing first before I ship this out. I see also some flaws on the sleeve, which, man, y'all, I don't even know how I did not see that, but I don't know if you can see it. There's like these little dots. Anyway, I'm just going to set this to the side, and I'm going to look at the listing and see if I put that there was flaws, or if I put those flaws specifically. And if not, I will have to cancel that order, which is unfortunate, but you know, it happens. Okay, I think that was the last Poshmark sale, and I'm going to move on to Mercari. The Mercari sale that was awesome, that actually came in last night, was these Badgley Mishka. I don't know if you can see that. Badgley Mishka heels. I love picking up these heels by this brand because they always sell and they do pretty good. So I picked these up actually recently, probably about 2 weeks ago. It has not been long. And they sold for my full asking price of $60, and I paid like $7. So for these, I'm also going to ship these off camera. But they will be going in a box like this. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap them, just so at least that task is done. But yeah, I love picking up this brand. Not necessarily their bags, because I picked up one of their bags before, or one of her bags, and it's set forever, and it was in really good condition. It might have been the style was like really outdated. That could have been a possibility. But it would not move. So, but as far as the Badgley Mishka heels, I will pick those up like all day, especially if they are in good condition. I know a lot of people probably like, especially for these because they are designer, they like to list high. But for me, I would rather list on kind of like the lower end and have a quicker sale. But that is just my approach to things. Okay, so the next sale on Mercari, I know the bin's fine, y'all. A lot of this stuff is bin stuff, but this is a really cute plaid blouse. It has really cute oversized sleeves. This is just from the brand Maurice's, which in my neck of the woods is a really good brand, very popular. I'm not sure in other areas of the world or the country, but here, this brand is very popular. I think I had that listed around 22, if I'm not mistaken. And I sent out an offer of $19.80 on Mercari, and that was accepted. And if you guys sell on Mercari, you know now Mercari does not do fees. So I get the full $19.80, and I paid about $1 for this, so not bad for like a Maurice's top. And because it's Mercari, I'm just gonna wrap it in some plastic. Like so. This plastic is just some bagel bags that I get from Walmart. I got this hack from some reseller, and I can't remember who it was, but they had mentioned those. And when I first started, you know, I was obviously trying to save money on my business, and still am. So I picked those up to be the bags that I use to store my inventory. I still do that. And I also wrap the bags in this plastic as well. It's just very beneficial to have that plastic because I use it for a lot of stuff. So this will just go in a poly miller. Okay. Okay, guys, and the last sale to show is this really cute white belt. This is also a Ben's find. You're probably sick of me saying that, but this was an excellent condition belt, and it is leather, but it's kind of like a leather mix. So I'm pretty sure it didn't retail for a lot, but I decided to go ahead and pick it up just because it was the Ben's. And it did sell on an offer that I sent out of $15.94. And again, I paid like $1. So I'm actually going to wrap this up in some paper. And this will probably be sent out in a box that I have ready. Oops. And because I'm using the paper, it's definitely going to add some weight, but because it's a belt, I just want to keep it, you know, in good condition. And it won't fit in plastic anyway, so. Yeah, I think I'm going to, can this fit? Yeah, I would have probably sent this off in a mailer, but my mailer, the biggest one that I have, is not going to be big enough. So I do have a box down here, and I will just mail it off in this box. So we will do that. And yeah, you guys, that is the end of this video. I hope that you liked it. I know it was a little everywhere, and some things I didn't really package up. But again, I hope it helped you to kind of see what you need to be picking up when you are outsourcing. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.